swapping out, bringing these babies in. Yes, sirree. They're gonna go there. That's where those were. So we're just going to build it backwards. Right now we're going to put it back. There is the 16 by 16. We'll put in the floor time and the rack times. Stand by. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, wait, hang on. You will see, there'll be a tuning video too. Do you see there's newspaper in there? I will put some more. And this is the stock Ludwig batter that came with the Neusonic. On the front here is a reproduction of Bottom's original thermoglass. No, 26. Would you step aside? 26, but it's a 24. Look at that. From this, look at the detail. Right? So I'll be back any second. All right. Let's bang out this mop. Wait, before I set... fuck, I gotta do the big... Before I set it up, I gotta tune it. Fine, we're gonna do a tuning. We're going to tune that drum right now. So what I'm gonna do is I have to tune I have to tune this bass drum. This 24 by 14 inch Ludwig Neusonic bass drum. Discontinued. This is the black velvet. I gotta see, you know what I need? I need a work table to set up here. I need, I need like machinery. I need like a place my back does it go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these Thomas Imperialstar legs, original, like Sonar. Remember when I bought the snare stand from George? I bought that Sonar snare stand because it had spikes retractable mothers right there, you know what I'm saying? So, get these off. There. Classic Tama 10.5, if I recall. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to set that right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Rezo head first. So here is, you see, the Rezo. I'm going to flip it up. Put that right here. Hear that? Oh. All right. The joy that used to sometimes bring when you were a drum collector and you got home with your booty bounty and we're like doing this to a bass drum that had been done to since 1965, and the room fills with that paint smell like, ah! So, well, two things. This is how this comes off. You just pop. There's always one. There's always one. Any drummer will tell you there's always at least one. Okay, so here it is. So it has the, so here, I'll show you that ad hair. Stand by, stay. What the hell's going on, gang? Hang on. I'm gonna show you. All right, don't fall. See, I know this is so, but I'm gonna do it. Here's the head of heads. This was manufactured by Silly Barrington. Rhymes with Silly... What's that? Rhymes with Silly Barrington. Look at this, man. This is like right out of a box. Hey, it's 1970. Give me a Winston. Hey, what's going on over there? They were spraying for the bugs last night. My house. Reheat. All right, here we go. Look at that. Check this out. Look at that little logo. It's the little logo. And you get the blue. Look, it was blue. It was blue. So this is what I have to do. We have to determine on the front end. You and me, right now. Me and you and me. The only drummer right here is you and you. Now check this out. Look at that. There's a very meager amount of newspaper in here. You know what I mean? I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Hang on. Because you want it fluff. Remember what the newspaper does? It gets excited when you hit the drum, boom. And it fluffs up temporarily and sort of allows each head to sort of vibrate a little longer, a little extra. But then it settles and it puts like a natural sort of break. Okay, so here we go. How much is that? Let's see. That's not sufficient, but we're going to do it anyway. And I'll use blue tape on the other side of it. So that's just to move things along. Look at this beautiful shell. Oh, 3-ply maple, 3-ply cherry. But now they do a 4-ply and then 3-ply. 4-ply maple, 3-ply cherry. So check it out. Here we go. I'm putting this back over here. I'm going to move it fast. All right. Oops. Up. All right. So here it is. I'm going to take the Rezo head. We're going to line this up directly where the badge is. Okay, so at the 12 o'clock position. So I'm going to turn this to be the 12 o'clock. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, silver badge on the Neusonics, fantastic. So here we go. Putting it right on. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. This is, of course, make sure it is the reso. I'm going back. I got this. I do have some Ludwig black silver sparkle inlay hoops, but for now I'm just going to do this. Just for now. Let's put this on. There we go. So now I go around quickly. I go around like kind of thing. So how is everybody? So it's you and me here. We're doing this, just us, right now here at the studio in the Berwyn, Illinois. Yes, sirree. This is the Berwyn, and we are here in the Berwyn. I'm starting to sweat. The dew point is rapidly increasing down here. I believe it's possibly at 78 degrees. Hang on. That means if I have a glass of water that's 78 degrees, dew shall form on the outside of it. Or at least 70, right into there. There, hang on, okay. So how are you? Hope you're good, hope you're fine. Everybody needs to look sublime. All right, this is it. Rotate, hang on, doing this one. See, this is just how long it takes. Do it as fast as I can. All right, so see what I do. So I grab the 3 and the 9. You know what I mean? Kind of make sure I go like this, get so they stop. Yes! Go here. Same thing. You learn to do it kind of fastish. You know what I mean? You go over there. Alright, there we go. That's probably good finger strength workout. Get your drumming fingers. Oh my god, here we go. Oh my golly. Hang on, now we're gonna do. Hang on. So it goes around. You start tightening by hand. You tighten pretty good by hand, so it'll kind of loosen up adjacent things. So I kind of go here then and tighten a little, and then go here and might tighten a little more, but then feel really tight. But then I go here and I kind of unloosen that a little, and then I kind of go here, and so on. And all right, so what I'm gonna do? Hang on. Sure is hot in these. Right, here we go. Okay, so this is how it's done. You're gonna stay there. Just take my word for it. So I go like this. I'm looking right at you. All right. Perfectly straight. The badge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the keys. I use 2 keys. Many people use 2 keys. It's good to use 2 keys, especially in the case of this. I'm going to go the across. So I'm just kind of gonna go now. Chunk. Chunk. Like this. Just around getting it to where I want to get the head, the tip of the tension rod, it'll become flush with the rim. And that's what I'm kind of going to do in the short run here. So it's not really a feel thing at all. But you don't want to get all the way there when you're doing this. You want to get pretty close to it. But you know what I mean? So kind of get maybe like 90% before it's flush. You know what I mean? Like it's just about to be flush and really start to exert some tension on the hoop. On the hoop. So you don't do that. So what you do is you just make sure you get kind of just right there. Almost right there. So wait, and a good thing to do too, is see how these still go back and forth? Well, you can get it to the point where just make sure they're straight on, so then they don't move anymore. That's a way to look at it too, if you want to think of it that way. Or move very little. So, okay, so I'm going around, getting them to the same jump off point. Like the launch, wrinkle, getting rid of launch point. You know what I mean? Because that's what you want to do, it's that simple. Okay? It's a circle. It's a cycle. All right, so we go like this. Okay, so just there it goes. You'll see the washer kind of just go, kind of like this and go, and as soon as it, you know what I mean? And then you know, you've got it right where you, okay, right here, okay. Right, so remember, and it's sort of like, it's mathematical or not. You get used to the tension in your fingers. This is what I do, actually. I'll go around with my right hand, my strong hand, and I go around, I can kind of feel the tension. Yeah, I don't know if I made that. Oh, it's flush now. Okay. All right, So, same. Same. Remember, this is the Rezo too, so I'm going to crank this up a little higher than, okay, that's good. And then, you know what I mean? So, all right, so here we go. So same, you get used to the tension. I know you can get a crankinometer, you know what I mean? And here we go. All right, so look, so what I'm doing is I'm looking at 10 o'clock, but I'm going to skew it a little because now I'm actually making this log the 12 o'clock. So good, oh good, not really any nary a wrinkle. Well, except over here a little. So I'm going to go, oh yeah, just a smidge. Here we go. So the wrinkles, here we go. Does that sound? Wheezy Joe. You gotta see Intolerable Cruelty. It's a masterpiece. It is so effing funny. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I have these tighten up this head. Now this head that Billy makes, I'm not sure he gets the head proper, but because it looks just like the frosty one of the day, that's why I use it. So it might be like an ambassador quality, or thinness, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. What is it? What is an ambassador? 10 mil or whatever, something mil, ml, something or other? Alright, so check it out. So look. Alright, so this is it. So now we're going to, I'll show you. See that? So now I'm going to, now I just want to say, there's a picture, I say this a lot in the videos, I'm going to say it again. There's a photograph that you used to see online. God, they got for the internet. Man, we were growing up, we're like, what did you see that? Oh, it's out of print. All right, so here we go. So right now, this head on here is about, let me make sure, see, it's about finger tight. Oh, it's a little more than finger tight. Well, what I'm going to do, let me do this. It is a Emperor style thickness with the standard, you know, there's a tone ring that comes down. When you whenever you get a brand new set, if not both, are going to have Emperor thickness and then a ring, you know, kind of like what they used to call a freaking, you know. But check this out. So I'm going to go, I'm pushing, and there are wrinkles all around. So I don't want this thing necessarily as tight as the other, but I don't care. You get used to it. All right, so here we're starting. 7:12. Hey, how are you? Now we're going to the 1:15. What would that be, mathematically? Look, what's this? The 2:15, and then this is what? There's 2:30, and then the 3 something, and then another 4, almost 5, and then now here's the 6. Okay, so we're just going around. I'm giving about what the equivalent is about from here to here, 180. A half a turn. That's a half a turn. A 180 is a half a turn. A 360. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Okay. Okay. All right. So then this is where we started. 12. Okay. So push down on it just in case. We're gonna leave it like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set it up in here. Okay. So check it out. You see this? And then you see the newspaper there. I'm going to probably put some blue tape on this, but let's set this up. Stand by. Let me bring this on over. All right, hang on. Now what I got to do, where do I want to put this? I kind of like, would you move to por favor? Por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Por favor. God damn you, man. All right, hang on. Por favor. All right, hang on. What is the Mellington function? Oh, fuck this. So what we're going to do, gosh damn it, I'm not a swearer, but sometimes, god damn it to hell, I'm going to fucking fuck. All right, what do we got? Oh, there's the badge. What happened to sugar cubes? Hang on here. Over there. Mother. Hang on. Starting to sweat. Starting to glossify. Hang on. All right. Where's the... I didn't even get the camera. All right. I'm a little toasty. Let me show you what I have. Look at that. Whoa, isn't that cool? Look at that. See all my sweat all over. Look at that handprint. That looks like the handprint. When I was a karate guy briefly for like 8 months. And then I took a beating from my 97th degree black belt who was from Japan, who trained with like Guruman. Okay, here we go. Hang on. We're going to do the legs. Now, in this second generation of the Neusonic, they have the ones that are adjustable, like you'd see on the, the rockers or indeed the classic maple or whatever. You know what I mean? The other ones were sort of a preset thing. You know what I'm saying? You had to sort of pre-choose. What was it? The signets? The Ludwig signets? That's where the Neusonics sort of, pupated from. The signets. They pupated. Wait a minute. Am I going like that? Hey, yeah, forget that big angle. I'm going like this. Yeah, these are nice because there's little sort of find the spotsy spots. You know what I mean? Look at that. All right. So, it stands up just, look at that. That's perfect. Wait a minute. But it's not. Stand by. And that's why you gotta go. Hang on, we're gonna edit this out. I'm sorry. I'm so eager to play this gosh damn drum set that I will cut I don't want to cut corners. You can't cut corners. Don't cut corners. You can never cut corners. I thought I knew what love was. What did I know? Ha! Those days are gone forever. Wait, where are the keys? All right. I do with you know what? I'm telling you. You get old, and then you get old, and then you get old, and then you get old. Wait a minute. I have to rewind the tape. What did I do with the 2 drum keys I had? I'm starting to sweat a little mossy. Well, I know what I do with them. I put them over here. Ooh, that might do the job as is. Might not have to tune that at all. For real though, what I do with the keys. The effing drum keys. You know what? So, how is everybody? Yeah, that's right. Here we are. We're just changing the drum head at studio. Ding, 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 ding. Now I'm getting really. What the hell did I do with these? Oh, here they are. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do is just extend. The leg that goes that gets stored like this, and then it comes down. I'm just going to extend that about a ½ inch on each side. All right. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, so that is actually about a smidge under an inch. And I don't need that, man. Wait a minute. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. That's what I'm going to do. That. Right. All right, so I'm gonna lower this just a little more. And did you ever see Bone Tomahawk? Oh my God, Bone Tomahawk. Mother of all things horrific. Bone Tomahawk. Should have been called Butterfly Homo sapien. Upside down butterfly Homo sapien. Actual Homo sapien. All right, here we go. All right, so hang on. Oh my God, is that backwards? What's happening? Hang on. Wait, no, we're good. So here, check it out. So this is how it looks without the tom setup. So you'll see the 24 by 14, the 16 by 16. Gosh, look at those silver Ludwig badges, man. Oh, and then there's it's a Fugazi, if there was such thing as a 6.5 by 14 Ludwig standard from the 70s that had the old Lydian Ludwig Imperials. Reals. So what we're going to do, that's what I just adjusted are those. Right there. There it is. You can see the newspaper. Let's get the toms on. Shall we? All right. Now I got the stand. Now the thing about I do double toms with the double stand. Well, when I do double toms, I use a double stand on double toms. All right, so let me just put this in a spot which is as close as possible to where I suspect I want it. Kind of where the one was for the Imperial Star, but the Imperial Star was a 13-14. This is a 12-13. Plus this is 24, so I have more leeway in the up and down. Vector. So let's get the, all right. So what I'm gonna do maybe, let me make sure this stuff is good. I'm gonna throw a tom-tom on. We're gonna throw on the 9x13 first. The 9x13. By the way, if anybody has a gloss black 9x13 Ludwig Neusonic, email me at rightnow.com. All right, here we go. Oh no, I gotta make that taller just to get it just adjustable. So I might lower this after I put the tom on, but I'm just kind of getting the ball. Everything's sort of in the ballparkish. Shit, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you gotta love the badges. So, like, they wish they did this back in the 60s. You have a badge on each side, whether it's right side or left. Yeah! And the Neusonics do that, which is nice. All right, so we're gonna put this on. So it's a wee bit Copeland-y. Ooh, hang on. Kinda. I mean, I guess. Well, it is. But hang on. But in the sense that it's like Copeland-ish in the sense that you have like the maybe the 10 and the 12, except the 12 and the 13, but in the 10 and the 12 position, because we won't necessarily have anything there for now. But let me do this. Let me do this. Is it a torque? Everything to torque and to torque. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what we got. There it is. Ooh, that's weird looking. All right, we gotta get that. Hang on, but let's the General Mojo. Let's see what it is. Oh, I almost went way down. All right, well, look at that. That's got to come up like 2 inches at least. All right, everybody. So make sure you play the drums. Make sure you eat handfuls of spinach every so often. You'll be glad you did. Make sure. Hang on. I'll go like this. And I'm gonna slide that in like there. Oh my golly, that might do it. Yeah, right there. Let's see. Sometimes you just gotta muscle it in a little. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Black velvet. Except the 8x12 is the gloss black. So here we go. I gotta get the symbol up. Okay, well, that symbol, we just put this guy right here. Oop. Time for that. All right. Okay. All right, so I think we're gonna have to play them a little. Let's play them. There they are. Let's see what they look like from behind. All right, so from the stage right here. I imagine I'm at the garden. Hey, yeah, get me a burger. Okay. Hey, can I also get maybe a Pepsi and a glass bottle? It's gotta be sugar. Okay. Hey, can I also I'm gonna sing. So here we go. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. That is the view. When you're banging on drums here in Bonzoli and Burrow Recording Drum Studios, it's like, yeah. So Mitch might be there. Hey, Mitch, what's going on? Hey, Mike, what's happening over there? Then like, oh yeah, you can see the, oh, this is getting late. We're gonna end this in 1 minute. So you see that in there? I just gotta attach the pedal there. Let's see if we can do that. Step aside, paddle. All right, oh shit, right there. All right. This, pick up this. Here's I got the shim. You always need a shim for the. Hang on, sorry. What is happening? Wait a minute. What is that stuff? That's gotta go. More like, oh yeah, maybe like that. And maybe just like that. Oh, you can't see that. What I just kind of moved the bass drum a little more into a spot. Okay, hang on. Oh, we're about to blow by the 30-minute mark. See if we can make it. Plugging it on. Gotta have the shim. Here it is. Ready? That's it. Here we go. Let's just write off. Now, there's not a lot of newspaper touching the batter, but you can see it on the. Oh, hang on. Ooh. That's kind of nice. Hang on, let's see here. Let's see how they're tuned up as is. We'll get footage in a minute. All right, so here we go. What do you think? So the hat, that's my Formula 602 14-inch top, B20, over a 505 medium hi-hat bottom, 14-inch. 18-inch crash, Peisty sound reflections. 17-inch thin crash, Peisty sound reflections. 20-inch Peisty 2002 medium from the 7180 days. And me from 1969. This is it. This is it swapped out. If Imperialstars gone, this is the Neusonic 24, 12, 13, 16. So what I'm going to do, as I play that, you'll see that, well, the newspaper that was in there settled back so it's even with the front and back head. But what I'm going to do, now hang on. The front might need a little more tightening. Oh yeah, hang on. All right, so I'm going to go around with this key to the front head. And I'm going to feel, I'm just going to go around, just kind of feel a little, kind of see what the gig is. Kind of maybe just see, maybe there might be a teeny bit of a turn if somebody's a little looser. You know what I mean? I'm going around and making note, yeah, there we go, of what seems to be looser. So then what I'm going to do is make note of that. And I'm going to appropriately, all right, so I'm trying, all right, so now what I'm going to do, so these guys are kind of where I want them to be, more or less on the top. You know, these top 4 are the 10, so the 6. The 2 and 2 and then the bottom 4 need to be up a little. All right, right. That's the 3 and the 9. Now we're doing the freaking whatever the hell it is. The 4 of this or the 5 of that. And we're on the bottom. Ooh, that one's good. 7 o'clock is good. Good. 8ish or whatever the hell it is. All right, that's good. So yeah, you can hear it's a little higher. Bing. But there is newspaper. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is let's check it out. I'm gonna wrap it up after this. Ready? Oh yeah. Yeah, more videos on the way. Oh, what happened there? More videos on the way. More depth right here, more bottom Zeppelin-y stuff and everything. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Keep drumming.